Russell James is a highly acclaimed photographer. He's known for his beautiful and provocative images of supermodels. His new book is inspired by his work with Victoria's Secret and his appreciation for the female body. Angels celebrates women in an intimate form. Russell James is here along with one of the models in the book, Erin Heatherton. We're pleased to have both of them. Welcome.
Thank you.
So all the kinds of things that you have done, I mean, Lance, all the photography that you have done all your life, you say nudes are the most challenging.
They are. I shoot many genres of photography. I love the landscape. I love the still life. But the difficulty with nudes is, as I could say, at a certain point, you've managed the technical, you've got all the processes set up. But at a certain point, the 500-pound gorilla in the room, which is not Erin, but in fact is the fact that you have your subject is naked and I'm standing there with a camera. Yeah. So that becomes the inescapable moment.
So take us to the other side of that, being photographed in a nude pose. Why is that challenging, or is it any different than any other pose for you?
Well, it's not the same as every pose, but the thing that's so special about Russell and the thing that's so special about this book is Russell is so special, and his spirit and the relationship you build with Russell is a very safe relationship, and nudes are they can be quite controversial or categorized into something that's really one thing, whereas Russell shoots photos that really are a testament to his artistic vision and his appreciation for rawness and for the female spirit, and really capturing that, and the safety and the relationship around that is what makes this book so different from other photographs. It's not like we're doing a normal photo shoot, it's more creating art.
You look very comfortable in all the shots, and I think it's a testament to you, to what you create. But when I look at a woman's body, I really do see a work of art, depending on the body type. I'm wondering, do you find that there's some parts that are more difficult to shoot than others? Is there a certain part that you think is really, really gorgeous that you have to get it right?
Parts of the body and
yes.
It's an overall, it's a combination effect. So I try not to, let's say, hyper focus on.
You don't.
Yes, what I've found is, and I don't mean to sound like a cliche, but everybody is beautiful, truly, and you have to look at the sort of overall of people, because if you start to micro critique this hip or this eye or this lip, you ruin what is beautiful about the person, in fact. So there are certain angles that I bring to the story.
And lighting.
But more than anything, and I think, and Erin, I'm humbled by what you said, but more than anything, what I try to bring is a sense that this is about the person, that it's authentic, and that I'm not looking to exploit. I'm looking to create something beautiful with the person.
Why did you want to do a book on nudes?
Trick question. As I said, I have genres of photography. I've been fascinated by the landscape. Indigenous culture has been a passion, and I've done books on those subjects. But over the course of my career, I guess, as for most photographers, for whatever reason, and not just photographers but artists, there's a compulsion about the human form, and it's still, man could etch in stone or do anything, or it's been a subject. So I got to a point in my career where I felt like I had enough confidence to be able to do it, but the reason I ultimately decided was I felt like I could finally do a book about women for women. I don't know, others will critique me on whether I achieved that, but that was something that was very important to me.
And what do you think is in there for women in this book?
I wanted to be about empowerment. I mean, the first thing to do with a photo shoot with someone such as Erin is it's a partnership, and when Erin looks at the photograph, I want her to feel afterwards, I look beautiful, and this is something that I want to have captured for another point in my life. And it's a moment in time. So the critics for me are the people that I photograph.
So what's in your mind, Erin, right before he's going to shoot, i.e. the moment before the camera shutter?
Shooting with Russell is very different from a normal shoot. There's no kind of thought process going on. It's really not an egocentric activity, and I think modeling has a certain, people have their ideas about modeling and what it's like, and generally modeling is a lot about work, but it's not really about creation. So shooting with Russell in this sense is you know, first of all, you're shooting with someone that shot the most beautiful woman in the world, you know, since the beginning of the beginning. And so that in itself is quite intimidating. But the more you work with Russell, he challenges you, and it brings out this certain, you know, this certain essence, this certain spirit, and it's really a creative partnership.
Yeah.
And it's a really beautiful thing, and it's really, you know, it's rare in my field of work. It's rare for me to get to have the experience of creating art and doing something where I feel I'm escaping and I feel really fulfilled, regardless of what the photo looks like. Though they're amazing.
Yeah,
It's a great book.
You're
You know,
stunning.
they're
You're
fun.
stunning.
It's just a special experience.
Erin
Thanks,
Heatherton,
Russell.
thank
Thanks,
you.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Angels is available for pre-order now.